Daddy's not in the mood.
Right. So let's just check then. So we have
Serena. Hey.
punnets. Right, come on, calm it down now. So we have these punnets which would have strawberries in, but we don't know. And we've got 2, and then we've got 1 strawberry extra, and then we've got another 2 punnets. Okay, excuse my drawings. All right, they are good, I know, but right. Don't know what strawberries you eat, but they are definitely strawberries. Right, carrots are purple anyway. Right, so if I've got this situation and we want to form an algebraic expression that would eventually help us solve it, we've got no value at the moment, how could we write that? Well, what it's got first is it's got a line down the middle, so we're separating them, so we've got 2 separate ones. So okay, so we could say all in one go that it's 4p, p for punnets, plus 2. Now what does the p represent, by the way? Be specific.
The number of strawberries in each.
Yeah, the number of strawberries. Okay. In a punnet. Okay, that's what P stands for. Be very careful. Right, there are 2. Now, what this exercise is all about is showing you the equivalent and how things can be simplified. So, for instance, if I were to write that in a different way, I could actually say whether it's 2 punnets plus 1 strawberry plus another 2 punnets plus 1 strawberry. Okay, Fantasia? Or, yeah, we've got 2 times 2p plus 1. There's another way of doing it. Yeah, exactly. So we've got 3 options for how to write it. Okay, so we've got completely unsimplified, all separate. We've got the all in one go, or there's the way by writing as a multiplication like that. So yeah, so that's what this whole exercise is about. Okay, how do you feel about that? Yeah, is it all right? Yeah. So, do you want? Are we all happy about moving on? But I'd say let's just try one thing. Let's have a look at, so question 3. If I said to you, determine which of the statements are true. So I'm going to write it out. B plus 2 plus B plus 1 equals 2B plus 3. Is that true or is that false?
I think it's true.
Because?
Because there are 2 B's in total, and there are 3, like, because it's plus 2 and then plus 1.
Yeah.
So you could shorten it to 2B plus 3.
Yeah. Is there any need for brackets in this one?
No.
No, there isn't. In this case, if I just wrote B plus 2 plus B plus 1, there is no need for brackets when it's just all pluses. Okay. With B, what about, so we've got 4 lots of B plus 2. Is that equal to 4B plus 6? What do we have a think about it? Everyone think about it? No?
Wait.
No? Stop. So we're happy it's false. Why? What should it be? Really?
4B plus 2.
You sure?
Oh, no, is it 4B plus 8?
4B plus 8 is the correct answer. Do you see why?
Oh, yeah.
Go on, you gave us.
It's because you've already multiplied the b times 4, but you forgot about the 2, so we're saying 6 and we added them together. Or we just said 2 because you're adding it to the
Yeah.
b, but in reality you're
So
multiplying.
this is where we get to something called expanding brackets, but to explain it, what we have is 4 lots of b plus 2 is the same as, I can use brackets just to start it, b plus 2 plus b plus 2 plus b plus 2 plus b plus 2. So actually, when we expand brackets, okay, what we can do is we know we're going to have 4 lots of the b, so we have 4b, okay, so that's 4 lots of the b, both cases, that was fine, but then we have 4 lots of the plus 2 as well, so multiply, which makes the 8, the plus 8, okay, so can you see this? You get to a stage where you can just expand the brackets. This is called expanding brackets. And that's what we will get to at some stage. Does that make sense? Well, what about C and D? Have a look at them for yourself just now. See whether you can tell me whether they're true or false in a second. Annabelle, first. Sorry, I didn't hear. You think C is true? Yeah? Could you explain?
Well, so we did a 7 plus 7, which is 14, so then
Yeah.
it's going to be plus 14.
That's
then
fine.
There are 2 b's, so then it's times of
So B plus B, so 2 lots of B. That's fine. Andrea?
Second one is false, because it's not plus 2, it's plus 4.
Okay, so this one should be plus 4 because B plus 2B is 3B, that's fine. But plus 2 plus another 2. Okay. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to really challenge you here. This is like an extension question. Let's see what you do here. So I've got B plus 3 minus B minus 4. Right, this is one that would I could give to my year 10s or year 11s for a particular reason. Alright, it would maybe a little bit more challenging than this, but the principle is still the same, what I'm asking you about. Right, what would it simplify to? What would the equivalent be? Take your time, think it through, and we'll talk it through in a second. Right, go on then.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's wrong.
There is no wrong at the moment. I want to know what the answer is.
Is it? Yeah, it's wrong.
What would you think this would be? What would be the equivalent of B plus 3 subtract B minus 4, do you think?
Minus 1?
Minus 1, you think? Just minus 1? Just like that? Yeah? You think so? Anyone? What do you reckon, Mark?
It could be anything, because you don't know the value of b.
All right, you think, yeah? Annabelle? You don't think it can be? Okay. Fine. Ava? You think it's 2b minus minus 1, which would make 2b plus 1, no? Okay. Zarina?
Well, can you explain this one too? Y take away y equals y or nothing? Then that will answer this question for me.
You've got an apple. I take away an apple. What are you left with? An apple or nothing? Okay, so y take away y would leave nothing, not y.
Didn't you just leave an empty box? 0!
If you've got an apple in a box and I take that apple away, you would be left with an empty box. Good point. No, it's an important question because I bet a lot of you would think the same thing. So I'm not, it's an important question to ask. A lot of people made that mistake. What do you think?
I'm not doing such a I think it might be the right way. Because you have b plus 3, take away b, take away 4. So the 2 b's would be 2 b's, is that what I'm saying? But then you've got a plus 3, but then you've got to take away 4.
I've
So
got,
in the end, you're going to have to just take away 1.
okay. You think Jerry was right?
Just 2 b's.
Oh, you think it's 2b take away 1? Okay. 2b. Right, now, just Laura said, we don't know until we know what b is. So, think about algebra. If you simplify it correctly, it doesn't matter what number you put in, you'll end up with the correct answer. So, if Zuri's right, whatever b value I put in, you'll end up with the answer -1 if she's right. So everyone think of a number for b. Pick a number. Well, you think it. Don't say it. You think it. Then you do that. So think of your number, add 3 to it, and then minus whatever that number minus 4. What answer do you get?
Oh, I know why.
Hang on. Give people a chance.
Wait.
So think of a number, add 3 to it,
Oh.
and then take 4, and then do that subtract.
Oh no.
What do you end up with?
I ended up with 0.
Really?
Oh, I know what. I got 4. I got 4.
I got 4.
Yeah, I got 7.
I got 7. No, I got 7.
Please don't talk over. You just be quiet. And you were just talking over. Go on. Sorry, you were saying. If we say b is 1, okay, then we would have 1 plus 3 subtract 1 minus 4. And that would give me 4 subtract -3. Which would equal 7. Right, what if I chose b as -2? I would have -2 plus 3 subtract -2 minus 4, which would be -2 plus 3 is, sorry, yeah, I don't know why. So that would be 1 subtract -6, and 1 subtract -6 is?
Can I say
So actually, Zuri was actually closest, but the answer is not -1. The answer will always be 7.
Wow. I got 7. That's 10. I know 10 plus 3.
Okay?
What if you
If
do like 120?
b is 10, 10 plus 3
13.
minus 10 minus 4, 13 minus 6.
Oh. I did 5 plus B, so 5 plus 3.
Now this, by the way, hang on, before I let you strain yourself that you have a hernia, this is an example of where you can use algebra to prove something is true. So I could do this, for instance, and by rearranging and simplifying, I can prove that no matter what b is, the answer will always be 7. Now, the tricky bit is, because of what we've done here with numbers, when you subtract and you have a negative number in brackets, when you simplify this, okay, so we have b plus 3 without the brackets, but then we have minus b, but then this becomes plus 4.
Oh.
So without the brackets, so then we've got b minus b is nothing, so the b's don't count, and then plus 3 plus 4 makes 7. So we're showing now what b is. So Zuri was along the right lines, and there is no b, but it's just what she did with the negative. Yes, Anne. What do you mean every question?
I did every question in the letter. Is it because I put 3 and 4 consecutive numbers?
I don't know what you mean, but
Wait, I think like in any question with a letter, like we're putting a number, would it work easily?
so for instance, if we go back to these ones, for instance, we should show that if, for instance, that if b is 3, we've got 3 plus 7 plus 3 plus 7
Yeah.
should equal 2 times 3 plus 14. So we've got 10 plus 10 makes 20,
20.
and we've got 6 plus 14 makes 20, and that's the whole point. So it should be equal. That's the whole thing about equal sign, yeah?
So you can make the so you can make the one that has no value the left any number.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is, for these ones that have a B, the B will change. The difference is, with this one here, it doesn't matter what B is, you will end up with a number, the same number every time.
So will that happen with every algebraic question that you end up the same number every time?
No. Like those other ones, it will be, if I change B, these numbers will change.
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
I think the thing that I'm getting is that if you already know what half of it is because you already have the numbers given to you, and then you also know that the B and B are the same number.
Yeah.
So that it's like the difference between is the same or something like that. So it's like with -1, I can see because it was. Can you go back out? It was because like
This orange one,
the one that Zuri said -1.
that one.
Yeah. So it was because if you think of it as B plus 3 and B plus 4, and then subtract those, I think would do that would be -1 because it would always be one more that you're subtracting.
Yeah.
And so that's the kind of connection with it.
Yeah, I can see where she got it from as well. Yeah. Right. Okay, so with this collecting like terms thing, I just want to check a couple of things. For instance, common mistakes. Okay. So I'll go one that was mentioned, sort of roughly the same idea, but plus 2n. Right. Remember I said the coefficients tell you how many n's. They're not a number in its own right. It just tells you how many n's. So if we add those together, right, a common mistake would be to do 6n squared.
Why is it?
Because
Why would you do? Oh, because there's 2 N's.
because there are 2 n's.
That's a mistake.
It's a common. So another one I think Ava's about to say would be to do 8n squared
No, not squared.
or
just
8n. Well, yeah, or 8n or a combination of whatever. But but the answer is 6n because we've got 4 n's and we add 2 n's. Right? When people start doing things like it's n squared, they're not really thinking about what the expression is telling us. Okay.
9r take away 6r.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make that any more simple.
Well, 9 r's take away 6 r's. 3 r's. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Another one would say 4y's take away y. A common mistake would be to say 4.
For why? For the empty box.
It's the correct answer is 3y.
Oh,
Pardon?
get it.
Wait, no.
Y is a number.
Why is it number?
So basically 4y's minus a y. If you want to say it's 1y, we're left with 3y's. Again, if we write the answer 4, or like someone suggested 4 with an empty box, okay, you're suggesting that the y is on its own, only have one of them, and 4 is a number just written next to the y. Right, that's what you're saying there. The 4 is a number written next to y. It's not. 4 is how many y's you have, and you need to remember that. So 4 y's take away a y leaves you 3 y's. Ava?
5 minus bracket g plus g plus g close bracket equals.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
And what do you think?
Isn't it 5 minus 3g?
It is 5 minus 3g.
I just want to check on 2.
Pick one.
So So, the R, for number 3 was negative 2y plus y, take away x plus 1. So would that be negative 1y, subtract x?
Well,
That's it. Go on then.
so for x, for number 1, it's 3 minus a plus 2 plus a. Would that be 5 minus 2a?
Okay, so remember I said you can put a plus there, separate them all up. Plus 3 plus 2 is the 5, but minus a plus a.
Minus 2a. Cancel each other out.
Cancel each other out.
Oh, what is
Minus a, add a.
So it's the same thing.
So it's 5 and 8.
So it's just.
So you just say where you
So
start.
say it was
What happens
five,
if you
say-
add something and take it away? You end up with,
The
so
same
it's
thing.
like going,
So with the empty
Right.
box.
here's an eraser, now give it me back. What do you end up with?
0.
Yeah, you don't end up with an eraser
Five?
still, do you? So it's just 5. The minus a cancels with the plus a. Minute?
There's one that says minus f minus f minus f minus f. Would that be f? Or would that just be 0?
Well, you minus f,
Negative
take away another f,
Okay.
take away another f.
Negative.
Yeah, I don't see how. Negative 4f.
I thought it was 0.
No, because that would be taking away.
So let's
one.
imagine, if you really need to think it through, you've got to say, well, let's put a number. F is 3. Minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3 equals 0. No, it's not.
It's minus 12.
It's minus 12. Minus 4 times. Yeah. So you think it through with a number. If you're ever unsure, think it through with a number. Okay. Ava?
2 plus y plus 5.
2 plus y plus y. What do you think?
2, 3. 2y.
Pardon?
2 plus 2y.
2 plus 2y. Andrew?
What about x plus y take away 2x?
X plus y, take away 2x. What do you think?
We put negative 1x plus
Yep, that'll do. Or, to make it nice and tidy, sometimes we would write that as y minus x.
Isn't it negative 1x?
No, that's the right
We don't write ones, do we? Can you all see, this is quite an important one actually, can you see that that and that are the same thing?
Yes, because negative plus I is the same as taking.
Yeah, do you remember if you split the terms, it's the same thing. If we split the terms, now we could stick a plus there if
Oh,
we
yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
So we end up with the same thing. Yeah.
Where 3ab plus 3, no, plus
Sorry.
3a,
Let me write it again. Go on, what did you say?
3a plus 3ab, would that just equal 3a plus 3ab?
It would. That doesn't simplify. Yeah, that's why they were giving you that one.
Because it's just
What
because
about,
they're already
oh, we might have, no, we haven't.
Ava? You might have one.
X plus x, wait, x plus x minus 4x. Oh,
What do you think?
is it, 2x?
Not quite.
Negative 2x.
Minus 2x. Because the x plus x puts you on 2x, but then you subtract the 4x. Right, right. Okay, because you all wanted to go through these, which is great, it's now the end of the lesson. We'll have to reshoot next time.
Yeah, 5 seconds.